Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Divine Cupid podcast. If you're new, I'm your host, Indy Watson, and if you're not new, welcome back. So guys, welcome back to another podcast episode. Yes, I have not been uploading in a minute, and I tried uploading videos I've been recording, and I've come to the conclusion that I get in front of a camera and I feel like being open and honest about my feelings feels performative, and I feel like I'm not really being open and honest. I feel like when you know where the intention of what you're doing and where it's going, I feel like it changes what comes out of my mind and what comes out of my mouth. When I'm recording a video that I know I'm just going to keep to myself, I always am so deeply in tune with myself, and I'm so genuine and I'm so raw and I'm so uncut because I know nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to hear it. And I always talk about being perceived and my fear of perception and what other people think, and just being open and honest and vulnerable will forever be a fear that I think is deeply embedded into me that hinders my ability to be so raw and uncut, even in the things that I'm choosing to do. Obviously my podcast is a choice. Nobody is forcing me to do it, but I think understanding I've had this desire to create for a really long time. That's been something that I've talked about. I want to create. I have a desire to create, but I don't have the discipline to do it. I don't have the discipline in my mind to let it go and let it flow in the way that I want it to, just because I'm scared people are going to see me as weak or whatever. And I don't know, that's hindering me from doing so many things in my life, and that's really blocking my blessings and the possibilities of the things that I could be accomplishing. But that's my excuse. I feel like every time I get on my podcast, I have an excuse, and I need to make my new method of life to no longer have and make excuses for the things that I want to do and that I don't do. Just either do it or don't do it, or shut up. Don't keep giving excuse after excuse. But no, I've been in this pit of my life where, ooh, y'all heard that? That was weird. I've been in this pit of my life where I've done a lot of thinking. Okay, I talk about relationships a lot on my podcast, and I'm sorry, but this is kind of what this is going to be about. I sometimes feel life has been my love life has been very unfair to me, but I don't know necessarily if I want to blame everything around me except for myself, but I feel that has been the root and the issue. I talk to my AI. I don't know if people do this, but I do it, and I think it's fun because I'm being more open and vulnerable about things, and I'm not having a biased or non-biased perspective. I'm having a non-human perspective, which I know sounds kind of creepy and weird and low-key unhinged, but talking to my AI, I've done so much work on myself. I've done so much healing, and I've done so much practice on my soul, because I was a very unhealed person, and there were just so many things that would constantly set me off and trigger me, and I never believed that I could have good things, good and healthy love. For some reason in the back of my mind, I've been not obsessed with, but I've been enticed by the idea of toxicity. And maybe because I just deep down was a toxic person, that I was attracted to what I was. But that's no longer me, and no longer what I want, and no longer what I feel I deserve. And for so long, I was on the phone with my friend today, and I was like, everybody needs to shut the hell up with all of these Pinterest quotes, you accept the love you deserve. Girl, I know you got that from the Perks of a Wallflower. Oh my God, stop saying it, stop repeating it. And my friend told me sophomore year, I was dealing with this boy, and I promise to God, he treated me like crap. I was just so secondary, and I never saw an issue with being a second option. I never because I wasn't thinking much of it. Being so young, I was 13 when we met, 12 when we met, and I didn't stop talking to the boy until we were 15, and I just was never a priority. And it's maybe I didn't see a problem with it because I never was a priority to myself. When you're constantly putting people above you and letting other people show and have more significance than you in your own life, you're gonna see that replicated in your love life. You're gonna be with people, and you're not gonna recognize the issue of being a side chick or a side piece. It's obviously not that deep when you're 12 and you don't really see it as being a side chick or being a side piece, but society has glorified having hoes, and it's something that is normalized. Cheating is normalized, things like that are normalized, and it's normal, and women are okay with being the other woman. And it's why do you see yourself so low, and why do you think so lowly of yourself that that's something that you're settling for? My whole life, I feel like in my love life and in relationships, I have been settling. I have been told that like my standards were too high, and like that if I want to find love, or if I want to be accepted and loved and valued, like I have to lower those standards. And like the older I get and the more that I talk to my friends, I realize like I don't have to lower anything. I am deserving of good things. And like I don't know why deep down in my mind I've convinced myself that my love that I want to receive and give to people needs to be lesser than what I require of it. Why do we constantly dimmer ourselves down? Because we want to experience something good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been praying about this a lot because I was filled with so much anger that just people in my life, like I've been with so many people, like I've always been the girl I don't even want to say that. I don't necessarily believe I've been the girl before they take someone serious. I don't necessarily believe that, but I believe that I put myself in situations that I easily could have avoided, and I've done more harm to myself than good when it came to picking people that were deserving of my energy and of my time. I wasn't very selective. I was just like, I want to feel loved. I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel good about myself. So I'm going to whatever makes me feel good about myself, rather that's good or bad, or rather like people can make you feel good about yourself in ways that aren't necessarily good. Like society today's time has glorified hookup culture. A lot of people are just hooking up for the fun of it, and they think like it's so great and it's so fun and it's so fantastic, not realizing how detrimental it is to your self-worth, to your self-esteem, to the way that you love and attach yourself to people. Like if you think intimacy is your only route and your only way of love, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this, but that's not the only way you can find and give and feel loved. Like the attention that we put on ourselves in a negative aspect, that is not the attention that we need to be drawing to ourselves, you know? Like when I was younger, I used to wear like really revealing clothes because like that's what everybody was doing. Like I thought it was cute. Like, oh my God, I have boobs now. I'm like, let me show them. Like I thought it was so cute. And as I get older, I want to be covered. The idea of being sexualized and the idea of being seen in a sexual aspect is so disgusting to me, because it's like, why would you see me as a object rather than a person, rather than a woman, rather than someone with feelings? And for someone who has been sexualized and like just by others and by myself, like it's gross when you feel like the only time you're attractive is when you're naked. Like the only time you feel like you're pretty is when you're showing some of your cleavage, or like when your butt cheeks are showing. Like I don't know, all my clothes now are like really baggy. Like and if I'm dressing up and I'm looking like some type of way, I'm doing it for myself. I don't do it for the attention of the male gaze. I don't care what a man thinks, what he feels, what he needs to say towards my body in a sexual or objectifying way, because that's not who I am. Like I am a person. I am an individual who is deserving of respect and of love and of care. And if nobody in the world can give it to me, I've learned to give it to myself. Like I think in my time of like in my time of solitude, I've spent a lot of time alone, and like in my love life and like just dating in general, I've been more intentional with things. I wouldn't dare let somebody kiss me on the first date. Like at first I used to think like, oh, that's so cute, like you're getting kissed on the first date. Like I don't know you and I don't know where your mouth has been. Please don't put it on me. Like, oh no baby, nah. No thank you. Like when you spend so much time in solitude and recognizing so many unhealed patterns within yourself and in your love life, like it's like I used to be like, why am I not in a relationship? And then I had to look at the people that I'm choosing to pursue and to allow to pursue me. Like a man who prides himself of being able to get with so many women, that's the man that I want. And it's a like ego thing, because it's like I feel chosen by you. And it's like, why? Like it all trickles down to honestly how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and how you love yourself. That is a big factor of the people that you attract and want to attract. There's something unhealed about you, which is why you are triggering and following and piquing the interest of unhealed people. Recently I realized, like not even recently, because I can't say like these are all current events, because in this period of my life, like I have been alone, but not in a lonely way. Like when people say like I've been alone, like I choose that, because like as much as my heart longs for love, I wouldn't give myself to the first person who tells me I'm pretty, and I wouldn't give myself to the first person who opens a door for me. Like I used to see like green flags in people and I thought they were really good. Like I thought they were such amazing and wonderful people until a situation occurred and they showed me like genuinely how they act, how they respond, how they handle situations, how their anger is so immense and so like, I don't want to say frightening because I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a saint. Like there are still so many unhealed parts of myself that I find when I'm triggered, I react in the ways that I used to react that I've tried so hard to suppress and no longer react like that. Like, I'm not going to act like I'm just the healedest soul or like the most healed person that you will ever meet because I know that I'm not. I know that I'm not perfect. And I know that I have so many things within myself that I need to work on. Like, I know that when people make me angry, I sometimes react in very aggressive ways. Like, it's hard because the idea of being the bigger person sometimes has always felt like me being a punk. Like, I'm like, I don't want you to punk me. Like, you're not going to walk all over me because I've been in so many situations where I'm letting people know I forgive them and they do it again and then they do it again and I keep forgiving them and I'm like, it only trickles down to me. Like, I'm the problem because I'm not putting my foot down. Like, dominance and being assertive has always been so triggering and like hard for me because I've always felt like I was being mean for being assertive and like, you know, like I would cry setting boundaries because it's like I feel like I'm being mean and I don't want to be mean, but I don't want you to walk all over me. I've always struggled like navigating the thin line between the two because it's like, how do I tell you I don't like something without being an asshole about it? Like, I don't know. How do I do that? Because I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm just trying to tell you, like, I don't like that. And it's like, when I tell you that, you think I'm joking, and I'm being so serious. And, like, people are so quick to minimize how you feel about something. Like, it's not that deep, or, like, you're really, like, doing too much about it. Like, no, I'm telling you I don't like it. Like, I don't know. It's always so hard because there's so many, like, different sides to things, which is why I'm always, like, not everything is so black and white. I've just been sitting with myself a lot. Like, sitting with myself in thought, and, like, when you heal parts of yourself, you realize you deserve good things. I feel like so many parts of my life have shaped me into being the person that I am today, which is why I have no regrets for the mistakes that I've made. Even though I wish I didn't make them and I wish I was smart enough to not make them. But I think the phases of my life that I went through were so necessary because I would not have so much assurance in the person that I am. And like, I wouldn't be able to validate myself because I feel like I was in a space where I was constantly seeking validation from others. And sometimes I do still seek validation from others. Like, I do want them to validate the things about myself that I think are good, and I want people to tell me that I'm good, but I don't need that. Like, you don't need people to tell you things that you already know about yourself. It's like, why do you doubt yourself? Why do you doubt the woman that you are becoming, the person that you are becoming, the man that you are becoming? Why are you in so doubt of your own goodness? And it's like, why do we think we don't deserve good things? Why don't we think we are good people? Like, yeah, I feel like we condemn ourselves a lot for our flaws. Like, I really do look back at my past and the things that I've done in my life, and I hold so much regret towards, like, the person that I was and the things that I did. And, like, you know, I've cried because I feel bad for myself. But it's like, why would I feel bad because I made mistakes that I've learned from? Like, I would understand if you made the mistakes and you didn't really care about the people that you impacted and the way that you harmed yourself and just the like catastrophic damage you've done on your life in general. But it's never like, it's deep, but it's never that deep. Like, it's not the end of your world, and you grow from them and you expand from your mistakes. I just feel like in my life, like, I've been really patient and I have a heart that is healed. And the way that I look at it is I have so much contentness from my life and a desire to share that contentness with the people around me. And sometimes I know that I fall short. Like, I know that I'm not always perfect in the things that, like, I say and do and the way that I articulate things. And sometimes, like, I really just might suck as a person. But, like, I've been working on giving myself more grace in the things that, like, I fail to be successful at. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I hope it does. When you, like, I feel like when you heal parts of yourself, you attract better things. And your perspective of life kind of shifts a little bit. Like, I don't like using, like, I don't like putting negative connotations on myself because I just don't. I don't know. I don't have an explanation. I just don't like saying negative things about myself. I feel like so many people will say negative things about you. I'm not going to add to it because I already got to deal with opinions of people that don't actually matter and don't actually know nothing about nothing. So it's like, why am I adding, like, what is it, fuel to the fire by, like, making myself feel bad from, like, being a human being? I don't know. We need to give ourselves more grace. Why are we not graceful towards ourselves and our experiences? Someone told me I like swallowed my water really hard, so I tried to move the mic a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, like, I'm trying to be more open and honest with myself and with the things that I feel like are going on in my mind and in my life. But like, really, I would pray. I think, like, and I don't know, because I don't really want to talk about it, but I feel like it's normal that I, like, sometimes I've held a lot of resentment for people in my life who've done me really, like, who've hurt my feelings really badly, and I still see them prosper. And not in an evil or malicious way. Like, just because you hurt me doesn't mean I want you to suffer. But I've noticed that in a way, like, recently I had tried to take karma into my own hands, and I had to realize, like, I'm not Jesus Christ himself. Like, I would feel pain from people, and I would hate that they get to enjoy the things that I have to heal from. Like, I hate that people get to cause me pain. I'm not to say that I'm not an inflictor. Like, you know, when I said, like, I have sometimes put myself in situations, it's like I knew better not to involve myself with certain people. And I knew better not to talk to certain people. And I knew better not to get into, like, a potential relationship with certain people. And I did it anyways because, like, this for the plot mindset has really, like, put me in so many situations that I could have easily avoided. But when I've been in those vulnerable situations, like, my heart was truly open and I was truly being honest, and I've watched my feelings just get stomped on, and I see them go prosper and do good and show love to the people that, and love to people that, like, they have, I don't know how to explain it, like, when they move on, okay, basically when they move on and they're showing love to the people that they're with. Sometimes I used to feel like, did I not deserve that? Like, did I do something wrong to you? Like, I remember getting out of a talking stage and I literally asked the person, I was like, did I do something wrong to you? Like, literally not in a sense of, like, I think everything is my fault, because as self-aware as I am, I know when I have been at fault for something, and I know when I have not been at fault for something. So I'm so big on communication because I'm grown and you're grown. So it's like, if I'm going to ask you a question, I need you to be upfront. So I asked you, I was like, did I do something wrong? And the answer is no. Okay. So the answer is no. Was there a reason why you treated me like scum on the back of your shoe? And then I had to realize, like, how someone else treats you is a reflection of how they really feel about themselves. Like, people will see good in you and feel threatened by that because they have not unlocked that goodness in themselves. Like, I've talked about this before, but there's this theory, I think it's called, like, the shadow person, like the shadow self. When there is something that someone sees in you that they lack, they almost resent you for it. Like, people don't see that traits. Like, sometimes people do not see the things that you have that they want as admirable. They use that as a way to resent you and to hate you. Like, you have a loving heart that they can never, like, something that they just can't give you. So instead of, like, being open and honest with themselves, they kind of blame you for it. They pin the blame on you. And this is not, like, I'm not saying this in a way to deflect that there could be, like, wrongs in any situation, but when people see a light in you, they want to dim it. They want to make sure that they see the spark in you, and they want to put it out so nobody else can experience that spark. People are takers. They will take good things away from you because they can't have it themselves. The healing that I do for myself and the healing that I've done on myself, I'm so proud of. I would never ever let somebody take that and discredit me from that. And I've had people in my life tell me that I'm still the same person and, like, I'm still on the same things, people that I haven't even talked to. And I feel like that's so discrediting because it's like, it's so hard to build yourself back up when you realize you're low-key like unhealed, and you're kind of like draining, and you're just a taker, and you figure out, like, how to fix things about yourself. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was just in such a, like, mind space where I really wasn't consciously considering anything about my life. Like, I put myself last on so many, like, aspects. When I look back at it, I really did put myself last because it's like, why would I talk to people who are known for talking to multiple people? Like, do you not care about yourself enough to, like, avoid situations you can easily avoid? Like, this for the plot mindset, I promise you, was my mindset all through, like, senior year, demolished me. Like, it demolished the way that I felt about myself, the way that I viewed myself. I had, like, a secret hatred towards myself at the end of the day because I was doing things that did not bring me satisfaction. Like, I had a hole in my heart that I was trying to feel so, like, I was trying to heal that in, like, the most unhealthy ways possible. Like, when you jump into unhealthy habits, you spiral and spiral and spiral, and you don't get out of it. Like, you don't get out of it until you sit with yourself and you're like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I'm doing all of these things and it's bringing me no satisfaction. So it gets to a point where you have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, it really starts with you. Like, I gotta fix something that's going on deep down there. Like, and that's what I did. I really took the time to do it. Like, I stopped avoiding my problems. I stopped running away from them. And I let them beat me up. And I was like, I'm going to fight back. Like, you think these problems are going to keep me down? Oh, I promise to God, they're not. Like, just being in the face of setback. Like, I always talk about how beautiful it is and how great it is and how amazing it is. But it truly is, because it's like you find yourself when you are at the pits of the bottom. Like, you really learn to build yourself back up when you can't go any further. You're low. Baby, you can't get any lower than low. Like, you're in the lowest pits. So it's like, do you want to go up or do you want to stay down? Like, what do you want to do? And I don't know. I would never let nobody discredit me for that. Just so many things in myself that I'm like, I don't necessarily like, I don't know. Like I said, I was holding resentment for people who were prospering in the times where I was in pain. And it's because, like, when I looked, they seemed so happy. But, like, that's another thing. Like, me and my friend were talking about that. And it's like, just because they look happy doesn't mean they are happy. People have a tendency to, like I said, when you're in a very bad mind space, you will jump into unhealthy patterns and unhealthy habits. So when you are in a bad space and you're taking from people and you see things that they have that you lack and you've drained people, you're still drained yourself. Like, a happy and thriving person isn't going to drain another happy and thriving person. And if a happy and thriving person encounters a drained person, 9 times out of 10, that person is going to drain the happiness and the goodness out of them before the happy person drains anything out of them. Like, I promise you, that's what the case is. But when you're in a bad mind space, you just hop from person to person to person, and you spew all your unhealed toxicity onto them. That's another thing I was doing. I was just encountering people and, like, not necessarily. I feel like I was projecting. Like, there are times where I'm projecting, and there are times where I catch myself projecting. Like, I'll talk to my friends and I'm like, dang, you know what, that was really negative. I think I'm projecting right there. Like, let me rewind, let me correct myself, and let me, like, rephrase everything I'm trying to say. Because sometimes, like, you don't realize it, but when people are in situations that you, like, want, or, like, people are in positions that you yearn for, and you're not in them, sometimes, like, the bitter part of you, because you haven't experienced it and you haven't gotten it, sometimes it comes out. And it's not intentional. I don't believe so. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't, but sometimes it happens. And when it happens, it's very important to take accountability for the fact that it's happening and redirect it and recorrect it. Like, so many times I'm talking to my best friend and she's, like, ranting about her boyfriend, and I say something that kind of comes off, like, very rude, and I'm like, my bad. Like, hold on. It's the single for 8 months. Like, let me retract a little bit. Like, I get, like, that sounds a little, like, harsh and rude, and that wasn't my intention. Like, that's another sign of being healed, because I promise you, like, my junior year, I could say something negative, rude, and didn't even realize it was negative or rude. I was so, like, depressed. Like, I was so freaking sad and depressed, and I woke up every day crying and, like, with the heaviest heart. And I feel like I spewed so many, like, of my hard times onto other people, because healing was the last thing that was ever in my book and ever in a journey of mine, and, like, anything I've ever considered. Like, if you told me you need to sit with your feelings, I would look you in the face and laugh at you, because it's like, why would I sit with this heavy heart? Like, I felt, like, so sad all the time, and it's like, why would I sit with that? You're so funny. Like, why would I sit with that? And I can go do something else. Like, I can go distract myself. Like, I don't want to feel that. And it wasn't until, like, I really realized how far I've come, which is just, like, a good pat on the back, when I got my feelings hurt so bad. And, like, instead of like trying to do so many other things, like not feel that, I was journaling, I was praying, I was crying when I needed to cry, I was talking about it with my sister when I needed to talk about it. I was being open and honest with my feelings. Like, it's okay to not be okay. I don't know why we've convinced ourselves that we need to put on a front, like, our feelings don't exist. Like, they do, they're real, and it's okay that you feel things. Like, it's okay to be human, it's okay to cry, like, it's okay. And that was the fastest healing process, I promise to God, I've ever had. Like, my healing processes used to be like 6 to 8 months. Like, I kid you not. Why? Because it became me healing from one person to healing from another person to healing from another person, because I'm just talking to people back to back to back, because I'm like, I'm okay, like, I'm fine. And I'm mourning so many different people and so many different relationships. And it's like, I could have prevented that if I just sat with myself and mourned that one heartache. Because now I'm mourning 3 in 1. Now I'm mourning the good morning text that I got from this dude. And then I'm mourning the dates that I went on with this girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I did not mean to say it. But I'm mourning, like, so many things in so many aspects and so many, like, situations. And it's like, that's life. Like, you know, like, you're living. And I don't know, like, it's just so beautiful when you're able to completely, like, move on. And, like, it's beautiful when you're able to let go. And it's beautiful when you're able to do it in a healthy and respected process. Like, prolonging the process doesn't get you far, but taking it one step at a time and moving one step at a time, it's so rewarding. Like, you are the benefiter of healing. Like, you benefit and you thrive and you grow. And in my mind, when you're healing, you're not just like mending your broken heart. You are reflecting on the situation. You're reflecting on that part you played in it. You're reflecting on how you could avoid it. You're reflecting on what role you played in. Like, just things like that. Like, that's how I heal. Like, I look at every single situation, every single talking stage, every single person I've dealt with, and I'm like, so here were the red flags in the situation and things that I could have easily avoided. And, like, here are things that I already knew that I chose to ignore. Like, and I use that going forward. Like, I'm like, I've already learned from this. Like, I've already been in this situation, so I'm not going to do it again. Like, I'm not going to repeat the process that I've already healed from. And that has been beautiful. Like, to just not put myself in the same boat. Because I promise you, I put myself in the same boat, like, 3 times. Like, it was so stupid because it was like, oh, like, I just dealt with a guy who was just like this, but I'm going to deal with another guy who's just exactly like him because, like, I missed the last guy. So I'm going to deal with him. Are you stupid? Like, girl, what? Like, oh my God, help her, because she was going through something. Like, she was going through something wicked. And, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just no longer on those things. And, like, now I, like, pray at night that when good things do find me, I don't reject them. Because I think, like, it's easy to do all the healing and it's easy to heal parts of yourself. But it's easy to get scared when good things come to you. Because you think, like, do I deserve this? Like, is the healing that I've done, like, good enough? Am I gonna hurt somebody else in the process? Like, or am I gonna psychoanalyze everything? Do I freak myself out about it? Like, first up, you're never gonna be completely done healing. Like, there's gonna be situations where you're triggered, and there's gonna be situations where you make the same mistakes, and there's gonna be situations where you do the exact same things that you used to do, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be life. Like, that's unfortunately how people work. Like, you heal, but you never completely heal, you know? You learn to maintain. Like, you know, when I was a kid, I cut my finger trying to do a DIY, a little 5-minute craft I saw on Instagram in, like, 2017, and I still have the scar. And, like, I cut it so deep, I used box cutters, and I almost cut my, like, index finger off. And it's like, I've healed, but I'm not fully healed because I still have the scar. But it's healed, but it's still there. Like, it's still a like signifier of the fact that I was cut and I was hurting and I was bleeding and I was in pain. But it's healed to let you know, like, I'm no longer in that position. But at any given time, this could reopen. Like, you know, I could, like, like, it's very thin skin. Like, obviously, like, the side of your finger is, like, very thin, but this is, like, very, very thin. So, like, and a little cut probably could start bleeding. Like, unlike cutting something else on my hand, like, it probably wouldn't bleed. It'd, like, break the skin, but this would probably bleed a little more because it's, like, a little a little shallow. Like, it's really close to the bone. Like, I really can feel the bone on my finger, but it's healed on its own. So it's like, it's the possibility of it, like, bleeding again. But, like, if it does, it'll heal. Like, that's okay. Like, things are okay. Like, you're never going to be fully healed. So that's one thing. And when good things come to you, you deserve it. And that's something that I'm trying to tell myself, because it's like, I deserve a love that's so pure and good and fantastic, and a love that doesn't feel forced. I feel like I force so many things in my life because I want to feel like I deserve it, and like it's supposed to come to me, that it's made me force it. So then it's no longer natural. It's like of my own doing. And like the way that I look at it now is just like, when it comes because it's meant to come, and I didn't have to do anything to, I didn't have to like be like, hey, like, I'm here, find me. Like, it didn't have to be like that. It's more of a like, not even I've earned this, but like, I deserve this, and it's good because I deserve it, and no other reason. Like, it's good, I've earned it, I deserve it. So I don't know, like, don't feel like you need to reject something that's good because you're unfamiliar with it, and you're unfamiliar with the fact that you don't have to force it and do too much to get it. Like, enjoy it because you deserve it, and like, let it be a beautiful thing that comes into your life. So I don't know, that's today's food for thought, and I hope everybody enjoys. If you guys enjoyed this podcast episode, please follow me on Instagram. It's at India Watson, India with 3 A's at the end. And you can also follow my podcast account, which is at The Divine Cupid. You can follow me on TikTok, which is also at The Divine Cupid. And also, please share my podcast with your friends. And subscribe on my YouTube channel. Hello, subscribe. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Because I do read everybody's comments. I see them. I love them. I feel like recognized. I feel seen. I feel like you guys actually see it. I like when people interact. So please, like, keep interacting, so that I know, like, my audience and like the people that are listening, it's reaching its target audience. Like, that's all I need to know. And I love responding to you guys. I love reading your comments. So I don't know, like, comment, send it to your friends, share it. I don't know. I'll be back soon, guys. Bye.